The DJI Neo 2 is one of the best drones DJI has ever made. And I have said that. I stand by it. But there is one thing, one single flaw that almost every Neo 2 owner hits at some point. You are in the middle of a great shot. Light is perfect, subject is locked, everything is working, and the battery warning goes off not because you have been careless, not because you flew aggressively, just because 11 minutes passed and the moment is gone. DJI says 18 to 19 minutes. Real world flying gives you 11, maybe 12 if conditions are ideal. That gap between what DJI promises and what actually happens has been the most talked about frustration with this drone since day one. Now, here is what I did not expect. Someone in China quietly fixed it. Not DJI, not an official accessory. A modified battery that takes everything people love about the Neo 2 and removes the one thing that keeps interrupting the experience. I have been testing this. I have flown it. I contacted the suppliers directly. I dug into test footage from China, and I have 3 previous videos on this topic that got serious attention from you guys. This video is the most complete version of that story. Everything I know, everything that surprised me, and everything you need to decide whether this is worth it for you. Stay with me because some of what I found is genuinely unexpected. Not everyone agrees this is actually a problem. And honestly, they are not wrong. Some people fly the Neo 2 casually, short sessions, quick shots, land, swap, relaunch. For them, 11 minutes is fine. Some people say if you want longer flight time, buy a Mini 5 Pro or an Air 3S. Those drones exist for a reason. That argument is completely valid. But here is the group those arguments do not apply to. The people who fly the Neo 2 specifically because of what it is, the size, the simplicity, the zero friction launch, the fact that it fits in a jacket pocket and goes everywhere with you. These people do not want a different drone. They want this drone, just without the battery constantly cutting the experience short. For that specific type of pilot, the difference between 11 minutes and 18 minutes is not incremental, it is transformational. It changes how relaxed you feel in the air. It changes whether you finish the shot or abandon it because the warning went off. That is the problem worth solving, and that is exactly what this battery addresses. Let me explain what this battery actually is, because there has been a lot of confusion, and I want to clear it up properly. This is not a generic third-party battery built from scratch. When you receive it, it ships in a genuine DJI Neo 2 battery box, because at its core, it is a genuine Neo 2 battery. Iron has been modified with an additional cell to expand its capacity from the stock size up to 3,300 mAh, nearly double the original capacity. Here's the detail that matters most for anyone worried about warranties or DJI systems rejecting it. The serial number that appears in your flight logs when you use this battery is the same serial number on the genuine Neo 2 battery box it came in. The drone recognizes it as a real Neo 2 battery, because it is one just modified. I contacted the suppliers directly to understand this better, and what they told me, combined with test footage I found from multiple people in China who have been using these batteries because they are significantly cheaper there, gave me a much clearer picture of what this actually is and how it actually performs. The capacity is 3,300 mAh. That is the version I tested and the one I will be focusing on today. But I want to flag something early that I will come back to later. There are bulkier versions too. Some of them give genuinely crazy flight times that I want to show you, but we will get to those. First, let us talk about what 3,300 mAh actually does in real flying. I'm going to give you my honest numbers, not ideal conditions, not controlled lab results, real flying, stock Neo 2 battery, real world flying with movement, some wind, normal inputs. I land consistently at 11 to 12 minutes with a safe battery reserve remaining. That matches what almost every Neo 2 owner reports. DJI's 18 to 19 minute claim does not survive contact with actual flying. With the 3,300 mAh extended battery, same flying style, same conditions, I got 18 minutes with a safe landing. That is not a small jump. That is 7 extra minutes of real continuous flight time. 7 minutes where I did not have to land, swap, relaunch, relock tracking, reestablish position. 7 minutes of uninterrupted flow. Now for the hover test, which removes wind and movement from the equation entirely. Stock battery hovers for around 12 minutes before forcing a landing at 10%. Extended battery in the same indoor hover test rests by just over 18 minutes. But here is where it gets interesting. In supplier test footage from China and confirmed by at least one commenter on my previous video, the extended battery depleted fully to 0% gives around 23 minutes of hover time. I want to be clear, I do not recommend depleting to 0. It is not good for any battery and it is not safe flying practice. My personal result of 18 minutes with a safe landing is the number you should plan around. But 23 minutes to 0 is what the capacity is physically capable of. And that tells you there is real headroom in this battery, even at safe usage levels. Adding capacity always comes with questions. Let me answer them directly. Weight. Yes, this battery is heavier than stock, but the testing shows the efficiency gained from the larger capacity outweighs the performance penalty. The drone still feels like the Neo 2 people enjoy flying. No significant difference in sport mode, follow mode, or quick shots. If you want to fully offset the weight, remove the prop guards. That simple adjustment helps the drone maintain its usual efficiency outdoors. Temperature. This one surprised me. The extended battery runs 4 to 5 degrees cooler than stock across its entire capacity. Cooler running means less thermal stress on the drone systems, the opposite of what most people expect. Voltage behavior. The extended battery shows average variation of around 2/100ths of a volt. Stock shows about 1/100th. Both are considered excellent. No dangerous spikes or drops, and one more detail worth knowing. After the extended battery hits 0%, there is approximately 2 minutes and 15 seconds of additional emergency flight time. Stock battery gives around 50 seconds after 0. Not something to rely on, but in an emergency, that buffer could get you home. I'm not going to pretend this battery is perfect. There are real concerns, and you deserve to know all of them. DJI care and warranty. And this is the question I get most often, and I want to be completely transparent with you. The serial number in your flight logs is genuine. Flight times are well within Neo 2's official battery specs. The drone does not flag it as an unauthorized battery. I contacted the suppliers directly about this, and I researched how people in China have been using these batteries over extended periods. But I cannot officially confirm that DJI would honor warranty coverage if you use this battery and something went wrong. No one can tell you that with certainty. What I can tell you is what the technical data shows: genuine serial number, excellent voltage behavior, cooler operating temperature. Make your own decision based on that information. If you are in the United States, DJI Care has already been canceled for US owners regardless of which battery you use. So that specific concern does not apply to you right now. Price and availability. On AliExpress, this battery is available for around $75 after using a $10 off coupon. I will drop the link in the description. It is also listed on Amazon for around $400. Do not buy it at that price. It is the same battery. The AliExpress listing is where you want to go. Links for both are in the description so you can see for yourself. It takes time to arrive. This is not an impulse buy you get tomorrow. Factor in shipping time before you need it, and it costs more than a standard Neo 2 battery. For the same money, you could buy 2 stock batteries. That is a real trade-off worth thinking about. 2 stock batteries gives you more total flight time. 1 extended battery gives you more continuous flight time. Those are not the same thing. Which one matters to you depends entirely on how you fly. One more concern I see constantly in comments, and I want to address it directly. Does the extended battery push the Neo 2 above 250 grams? No. Even with the 3,300 milliamp hour extended battery installed, the Neo 2 stays under 250 grams. That matters because in many regions, like including the United States, drones under 250 grams face significantly lighter regulation. Crossing that threshold changes your legal flying situation considerably. The extended battery does not cross it. You keep your under 250 grams status. That was one of the first things I verified, and I wanted to make sure that was clear for anyone who was hesitating because of this concern. Now, I want to show you something most people covering this topic have not talked about. The 3,300 milliamp hour battery is not the only option. In China, where these modified batteries are cheaper and more widely tested, there are bulkier versions with even larger capacity, some flat designs, some noticeably larger, and some of them give hover times of around 35 minutes. 35 minutes on a Neo 2, that is not a typo. Now, the trade-offs with bulkier versions are real. The weight increase is more significant. On some versions, you will need to remove prop guards to keep the drone stable. That changes how the drone operates meaningfully. The flat 3,300 milliamp hour version is the sweet spot for most people. Best flight time upgrade without significantly changing the drone's behavior. The bulkier high capacity versions are for one specific person, someone who wants maximum airtime above everything else and accepts a heavier drone to get it. I am not recommending those for most people, but the rabbit hole is deeper than most reviews show, and I wanted you to know it exists. Let me be direct about this. Buy this battery if battery life is genuinely interrupting your flying, not occasionally, regularly. Like if you fly FPV style or smooth exploration where continuous flight matters more than total airtime, if you are a solo creator where landing to swap constantly disrupts your tracking workflow, if you fly in locations where relaunching is inconvenient, do not buy this battery if you are happy landing every 11 minutes and already have extra stock batteries. If most of your flights are under 8 minutes anyway, you will never use the extra capacity you are paying for. If maximum total flight time per dollar is your goal, 2 stock batteries wins that comparison every time. The extended battery does not turn the Neo 2 into a different drone. It turns it into the version many people expected when they first bought it. So, after all the testing, the supplier conversations, the China footage, and 3 previous videos on this topic, here is my honest verdict. The 3,300 milliamp hour extended battery is a real upgrade for the right person, not a gimmick. 18 minutes of real flight time versus 11 is a meaningful difference that changes how the drone feels to fly. The concerns around warranty, weight, and price are real and worth thinking about. I have given you everything I know. The decision is yours. Links for AliExpress and Amazon are both in the description. AliExpress is the price that makes sense. Amazon is there for reference. Or if you already bought the extended battery, drop your real world flight times in the comments. How long are you actually getting? It's saying, and has it changed how you use the drone? And I read everything, and your experience helps everyone else make a smarter decision. Now, if you have been getting the most out of your Neo 2, I have something coming very soon that I think you are going to want to see. A full breakdown of the best accessories for the Neo 2. What is genuinely worth buying? What is a complete waste of money? And a few things that most Neo 2 owners do not even know exist. Subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss that one. And if you want to see how much this drone has changed my flying habits, I have a full 3 months honest review on the channel. Link in the description. A lot of you told me that video changed how you thought about which drone you actually need.